Hey guys, it's Chase with Chase Rants and Raves. So, real quick, I got a couple of topics I want to hit, and it all comes down to politics today. So, I don't know if you guys watched the debate Thursday night, but both Hillary and Bernie were pretty much going at each other's necks for most of it, which, in all honesty, it was a pretty good debate this time. And as always, it's on the issues. They're pretty intelligent and basic people. So, one of the things that Hillary brought up was for Bernie to release his tax documents. And so they finally did. Now, in 2014, Bernie brought in a little over $205,000, Bernie and Jane. So Hillary shouldn't have been so gung-ho on getting him to release his tax documents when she made $28 million that same year. 136 times what Bernie Sanders did. Which means on the third day of 2014, January 3rd, she already made what Bernie Sanders and Jane made, her and Bill. And that's pretty modest living. So, something not to forget is Donald Trump. He brags about how much money he makes. He made $362 million that same year. That's almost 1,800 times the pay of Bernie Sanders and Jane, which means that within the first hours of January 1st, he already made what the Sanders made that whole year. And he's bragging about it. I don't even know if somebody who cures cancer needs to make that much money. That's a lot of money. Definitely some issues. More or less, why are you bragging about it? Secondly, back to my favorite debate. So for Hillary and Bernie. So Hillary, it's time to release your speeches now. This isn't just simply, although it would be nice, a recap, a summary, if you will, of what you talked about. But I don't think you're fooling anybody that getting large sums of money from anybody for your position is kind of working for him. If you work at Walmart, or if you get a bunch of money from Walmart, you probably work for them. Just like you probably work for the big banks. Hillary probably worked for the fossil fuel industry. I know there's a little bit of debate over what particular person or whoever within the group, although we know it was people that were higher up and they contributed a lot more than what Bernie Sanders gets on average from random people that may or may not be in the fossil fuel industry. So that's hearsay. You want to fight that. I get it. But at the end of the day, I just want to get this message out to the people so that you guys have a more educated decision as to, if you haven't yet voted in the primary, who you're going to vote for. So in New York, it's a closed primary. Unfortunately, independents can't vote, which would help Bernie a lot. They can't vote in the Democratic primary, that is, or the Republican primary. And so, Democratic voters, this message is for you. Just be sure that you are aware. Educate yourself. Don't just take what CNN, MSNBC, Fox, whatever tells you is going on, because they're paid as well. Probably by those same people. Or they are paid by those same people. And so, therefore, we're all going to be working for the man still. Now, I'm not hating working for the man, but are you going to elect that guy to be your president? Because then he has the say to, he or she, to pass bills and referendums and sign off on things that could change your life and my life dramatically. So look at Bernie Sanders really closely. His contributions come from the people. He works for the people, not for Goldman Sachs, not for the fossil fuel industry, not for JP Morgan, not for AIG. So take that into consideration. The only way that we're going to be able to do anything about this, because the corporations don't want Bernie to win, is you have to get out there and vote. We're as close as ever, contrary to what they want to tell you. With Hillary having this ginormous lead in delegates, it's hearsay. So it's not about voting for, in the Democratic primary, who will win, because recent polls are showing they both would. Granted, Sanders still wins in the general election better than Hillary. So if you're going to use that, you should vote for Sanders. But look at everything. Think about what your values are and where you stand. And don't let people tell you that just because Bernie Sanders is a socialist, he's a democratic socialist, so all of his people want everything for free. That's not true. We work really hard. I work 50 hours a week. That's not free. You put in your time. It's time for corporations to stop putting all that in that CEO's pocket and share a little bit more with their people. So this goes to the very person like Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. We got to stand up against those people, guys. $1 million is a significant amount of change, but 28,362 million, they're not sharing the wealth equally with the rest of us. And so if they're not going to share the wealth equally, they're going to outsource our jobs, then maybe we should at least be able to have a life where we can live an average life and a healthy life. Like, have health care for everybody. Be educated. Since when did we go backwards in thinking that people shouldn't be educated? That's what corporations would like. But surely you guys don't want that. We've all got a greater good. There's more to it than this, just this planet. In fact, we're killing this planet. And if we can't focus towards education and learning what we can do to avoid disasters, or God forbid if we have to form a coalition of people on another planet, but that's hearsay. So you guys, this is Chase Rants and Raves. I'm going to sign off, but feel free to like and comment. Whether you're a lover, a hater, make sure that you subscribe, and I'll respond. Thank you guys for your time. Bye.